This week I want to talk about something that I hear every now and again, and most recently just heard it a few weeks ago actually. And it usually comes from straight people, and it goes a little something like this. So yeah, I'm totally for all gay rights and everything, but like, why isn't there a straight pride? I mean, I'm proud of who I am. Well, first of all, there's a lot more to it than just being proud of who you are. And secondly, you clearly don't understand why there's a gay pride parade at all. So let me tell you. So there's actually a difference between gay pride and the pride parade. Gay pride is our stance against violence and discrimination towards gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people. It's how we show our self-affirmation, dignity, equal rights, and also increase our visibility to the general public as a community where we celebrate our sexual diversity and gender variance. Pride is the opposite of shame, and gay pride is the driving force behind all or most of the LGBT movements all throughout history. And it's this that has led to the now known Gay Pride Parade. So the Pride Parade, or Pride events, or Pride festivals, these are all just ways where people, queer or not, can celebrate the LGBT culture and pride. Most of these events take place annually around the same time of the year to commemorate the Stonewall riots that took place in 1969. So what are the Stonewall riots? In the 1950s and 60s, the US was an extremely repressive legal and social time for LGBT people. This is also when some of the first LGBT rights movements began. Now, sorry, I may mispronounce these, but the Daughters of Bilitis, the first lesbian civil and political rights organization in the US, and the Mattachine Society, which is one of the first gay rights organizations, were the two first organizations to organize any kind of movements. They carried pickets and called annual reminders to remind the American public that LGBT people still didn't have basic civil rights protection. So this annual reminder took place each year on July 4th, starting in 1965. On June 28, 1969, the police raided a gay bar called the Stonewall Inn, which was located on 45, I believe, Christopher Street in New York City. So this naturally caused a huge riot within the LGBT community as their opposition to this raid. So this day has been since named Liberation Day. And there were riots that went on and protests that went on several days after Liberation Day, and it's these riots that have turned into what we now call Gay Pride, or Gay Pride Parade. So on November 2nd of that same year, 4 people got together and proposed the first organized Pride March to take place in New York City the following year. And it was a really hard struggle to get enough supporters involved to get this off the ground, but eventually they did manage to do it, and the very first ever Pride Parade or Pride March was set to take place on Sunday, June 28th in 1970. And that basically marked the first annual anniversary of the Stonewall riots. So even now, each year, countries all over the world, people march in their own gay pride parades and gay pride events, just as a reminder to the people of the world that not all LGBT people have basic human rights. There's a lot of countries and a lot of places that don't have equal rights for all gay people. And that's what this parade is there to remind people of. And it doesn't matter that if you live in a country where gay marriage is legal and gay people do have equal rights, because there are still a lot of things within the law that exclude LGBT people from its protection. So this is why each year we march in our pride parades, and just as a reminder to the world that, you know, we are here, we are queer, and we demand to be treated as equal human beings with all the same equal rights. So the next time you ask yourself, why don't we have a straight parade? You should just be thankful that you don't need one. After all, it's because of you and questions like that that we even need one at all, even now, 45 years later. But okay, that is it for me this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Most of this information online, because I mean, I don't know history like the back of my hand or anything, but there's all kinds of information out there. So if you want to look into this, you know, look it up, do some research on it. It's really interesting. But yeah, that's it for me. I will see you guys next video. Have a great weekend, everyone.